offensive player and their best defensive player.
Welcome to the Outback Sports podcast. A 9:25 record tonight, boys. Will come out tomorrow, Arvo. But because we've got breaking news, Brahini brothers have jumped on board as the Outback to End Zone, Outback Sports #1 drink sponsor. Cheers, Jamo.
Cheers, boys. They couldn't airmail them down quick enough to Melbourne, so I'm going to have to stick to the water tonight. But geez, I've heard good things from what the sampling went today, so I'm very excited to wrap me lips around a cold one from Brahini brothers.
A few wild dog pale ales got sampled this afternoon, and when you normally say pale ale, I sort of turn my head a little bit, but this is like a fruity, but not too fruity. It is a beautiful, beautiful drop. Originally brewed in South Australia. Do you know the thing I love about them though, Jamo?
What's up?
Did you know 83% of Australian beers are owned by Japanese companies?
83?
83%. Not Brahini Brothers.
Brahini Bros.
I'll tell you what, nothing beats a good old homegrown frothy. That's so good to hear.
Carlton Dry, Japanese.
You're
Great
kidding?
Northern, Japanese.
What?
Brahini Bros, Australian.
Spent a few hours with our man. Spent a few hours with the great man James Brahini at the Royal Oak this afternoon, and ripping fella. They're on board. They've given us a few to sample out, so expect a few different reviews over the next couple of weeks on the pod.
Love to hear it. I'm excited, boys. Jeez, get me a cold one already. Far out. I should have come up tonight.
There's one issue though, Jamo.
What's that?
They're 1.5, so you might be able to have 2, maybe 3.
And then I'm
Three
cut
would
off
put him to bed.
and I'd still wake up real ordinary.
So podcast listeners, we wanted to open the show. We wanted to announce the good news. The partnership, it is going to be a partnership too. We're talking long-term. We're going to the moon. We're taking this to the moon. Support Brahini Bros, Ballarat Bitter as Ballarat Boys. They're another one of the Brahini Bros drops, but get amongst them, get around them. We're not big advertisers, and I feel like we're really advertising this, but it's for a good cause. They're backing us, so we're backing them. Let's go.
To hear it. What a way to start the pod, boys.
We cross live to 3 blokes with absolutely zero sources.
Rightio, I'm going to kick it off for us tonight, lads. And I'm going to the AFL realm, but I'm also going to the OnlyFans realm.
Oh, turn.
Spicy.
A little bit spicy.
It's not another sponsor, is it?
Not quite. But a lot of people would have seen this. Very popular, we'll call her an influencer, Annie Knight, during the week got on the socials, and she shared a few DMs from a few athletes she'd had. There'd been Clary Oliver, Cooper Connolly had slid in there too. Clary Oliver was probably the big one.
A repeat offender.
So we'll call him. We won't dive too much into what was said, times or anything like that, or what was divulged, but quite humorous, I thought, from Annie. Necessary? Fuck no, absolutely not. But then after the GWS boys, the Goose had a massive win on the weekend in the rooms post-game, playing a bit of Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Clary, he didn't go back. He didn't hide from it. He walked out and he was swinging punches. So have we got a new feud in the, we'll call the AFL OnlyFans world? I don't know, but I thought this was very funny to watch.
My one take on it isn't like that what Annie does. I'm very confused in the whole thing. Clary, good on him. I'm all for people sliding into people's DMs. We do it quite regularly on this program.
Wouldn't be drinking Brahini Brothers without it.
Respectfully.
We wouldn't be doing it respectfully. We're not sliding into, I guess, do what Clary was looking to do. Happily married man, been with my wife for 12 years. But, yeah, interesting, Jamo.
What's with Scott McCreery's? Was it his old man that was double down in there?
Bo McCreery's dad, Scott.
What actually happened there?
I believe he might have commented on one
An
of
old
her.
person got on social media.
Yeah, never good. But commented on one of her posts or reels and just said something along the lines of, would love to have a go.
In Adelaide this weekend, would love to have a go. Oh, dear. Dear me.
No surprise as well, boys. Basilenko was in there.
Yeah, Vaselinka was in there.
Which, surprised, if I'm Annie, I'm not turning that away. He's a good-looking rooster.
Oh, Baz, I'm not going Annie.
Yeah.
Baz going to pick of a litter.
He's dating every bird in Geelong at the moment, so.
Yeah. And here's another thing. This is what we embrace. Like, Baz is out there embracing it, posting on socials 20 minutes before the game that he's on another date. Like, this is great energy. Anyone trying to out him? Nah, I'm a Baz man. Was it the Dogs?
Yeah.
Am it the Cats?
Personalities in sport. We love personalities.
I just want to see more Baz in media. That would really make me happy. He's one of those ones you just don't know what you're going to get. And it excites you, it engages you. So I'm on the Baz train.
100%. But, I'm all for Clary and the GWS boys really doubling down on that. Quite the unexpected turn.
100%.
Jimmy Brayshaw, though, while we're talking football, Browns man, Jimmy, son dating or married or engaged to Annie Knight.
Is that him?
Yeah, it's James Brayshaw's son.
I think we better rein it in and move on pretty quick.
Let's get to a bit of football news, Jamo.
Yeah, good shout there, boys. Well, we had a lot of signings. Been really busy, whoever's writing the checks over in the NFL at the moment, because far out, they're coming out every single day. Zay Flowers, 4 years, 140 million. Big contract for...
Let's start at that one.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Did you know he's on the same amount of guaranteed money, maybe more, than Justin Jefferson? Turn. Thoughts?
Well, I didn't know that. Before that, I was about to just go up in arms and start clapping because I think Zay Flowers is one of the most underrated receivers in football.
So he's worth the same amount of money as Justin Jefferson?
Again, as I just prefaced, I didn't know that was the contract that was the comparison.
He ain't underrated if he's the top 3 paid wide receiver in the world.
Yeah, he can't be underrated in that regards. Pre that contract, I thought Zay copped a lot of hate for what he is. Like, I think Zay's a very solid receiver. I think he's a very good receiver on a very good team that probably doesn't get as much of a looking as he should. I think if Zay played on the likes of swap Zay Flowers and Jamar Chase, I think Zay Flowers is a superstar on the Bengals that gets that much target share.
How much drink have you been drinking?
Yeah, I'm glad you stopped him, not me.
Well,
he's got Lamar Jackson. Your boy Lamar Jackson is his quarterback.
No, I couldn't agree more.
Fucking Jamar Chase.
The Ravens run a lot heavier run offense, don't they? But is that fair?
3'6".
Is that fair?
Yeah, but
is that fair?
So you're saying if Jamar Chase was dropped into the Baltimore offense and Zay Flowers was dropped into the Bengals offense, they would be like for like?
It's probably a bad comparison.
It's a terrible comparison.
Awful.
All I'm trying to say is that
Zay Flowers isn't a top 15 wide receiver.
We've lost all integrity as an NFL podcast right now. Lucky we changed the name to sports.
Jamo, how many receivers could we name, honestly, before we name Zay Flowers?
I can name 30 more. Adam, I reckon I can go.
No
30.
way.
Nearly one on every team I'm taking.
No
almost.
way.
I'm not sure I get 30, but I want to hear it. Go.
Puka, Nakua.
Yep.
JSN. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Amar St. Brown, AJ Brown, CD Lamb, Nico Collins, George Pickens, Drake London, Chris Olave. I'm taking Terry McLaurin over here.
No way.
Yep.
Yes.
No
yes,
way.
100% yes.
Yep.
Jalen Waddle, I'm taking over him. I'm probably taking fucking Mike Evans over him. Garrett Wilson, easily.
Mike Evans is injured, so that's a terrible take.
What, but beg your fucking pardon? He literally got injured the other day and he's going to be ready for the start of the year. Malik Neighbours, I'm taking him. Alec Pierce, I'm taking him twice over him.
That's such Colts bias.
No, turn. Do you know what? Rasheed Rice, that's an easy one. Probably give me Cortland Sutton over him. Do you know what? Ted McMillan, throw him in there. I'm taking him over him every day of the week. God, I want to say Brian Thomas Jr., but I'm not.
No.
No, I wouldn't pay that one.
Jamison Williams, I'm taking over him every day of the
No.
week. Yes, 100% yes.
I'm with you.
Turn.
Yes.
How are you
I'm
not
taking
taking him
Jomo.
over him? For Devontae Smith, how am I up to?
Yeah,
Give me Speedy.
lots.
You're
How
like
many-
20 if you.
I'm not done yet. We haven't said DK Metcalf, have we?
Because I'm not giving you DK Metcalf. It's a terrible take again.
Okay, so we've got to say 20 odd,
20.
but he's paid, I think it's the third highest ever.
Yeah. As I said, I didn't know that was the contract details, but well, as I said, you can't really call him underrated when he's getting paid that much money now. But I think pre that contract, he was an underrated receiver. I don't agree at all.
I think Zay is like a 1B wide receiver. And the thing that worries me that Baltimore won't ever be, I know I'm a Browns fan, don't love the Ravens, but like they aren't going to be Super Bowl contenders when he's their number one guy. And they've paid him to be a number one guy and he just isn't.
He's a real like screenplay in the flat. Like he's a good second
Gadget
receiver.
guy.
A good, not even a great. He's a good second option on a good team. Not
Above
even
average.
a great.
I was going to say, he's not a good second option.
I'm taking Rome Odunze over him. I'm taking fucking Michael Wilson. Honestly, after what he did in the back year, DJ Moore, give me him over him.
DJ
fucking
Moore's what?
DJ Moore.
Khalil Shakir.
It's his contract is way too much.
Yeah.
That's enough Zay Flowers. What's the next contract, Jamo?
Oh God, I hope we don't stay on that one on this next one for as long. But Darnell Wright, big boy, signed a 4-year, 116 miller at the Bears. Big one, boys. This is what I want to touch on. Bijan Robinson. Bijan, that's constantly debated how he's pronounced, but we're going to roll with Bijan. 3 years, 75 miller. Not a bad little haul there for running back, which I think is going to fuck my Colts because Johnny Taylor saw that and says, I want another pay packet.
Sorry, Jamie, before you continue, I just want to say this as loud as I can for the listeners. It's not enough.
I actually listened to...
He's that good. It's not enough.
I listened to a podcast today, right? And the NFL Daily, I think it is. Whatever podcast they talk about NFL every day, I listen to it every day. He's getting less guaranteed money than Saquon Barkley.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
He's reset the market. Poor Jameer Gibbs is sitting at home. He's like, brother, what have you done? You had he is not just a running back. He's a wide receiver. He is an offensive weapon, and he's so young. How old is he? He might be 22, 23.
I was going to say 21, isn't he?
Like, he is so young. He's not enough.
Well, the best bit for Jameer Gibbs is he can just turn around and go, pay me.
Mm.
He's about to get a serious pay packet.
Normally, the second guy gets, like, resets and resets, but I think Jameer's be disappointed because you can't honestly think, like we've said last week, the other night, we're picking Jameer Gibbs in fantasy, but if I had to pick a team, I'm taking Bijan Robinson. I ain't taking Jameer Gibbs.
If you're picking a team to build around, not a team to score.
So the Detroit Lions, they're going to say, well, we're not paying you more than him.
It is 25 mil a year when you actually break it down, like 3 years at 75, but I still agree, it's not enough.
Chris Olave is getting $21 million more guaranteed.
And that bloke gets knocked out every third week. It's a tough one.
What right mind are we to say, like, how devalued can the running back position be that's real life?
It goes in threads, though. Like, running back is such a hard position because it might all end when you're 27 or 28. There's too much evidence.
But he signed a 3-year deal, though.
Yeah, but when you get one that's...
I agree.
When you get ones as good as talented as Bijan, sign them, pay them, get them as long as you can.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think I'm probably laughing if I'm the Falcons.
Oh,
absolutely
fucking
laughing.
Yeah.
How good's that? He gets to 27, and if he does, unfortunately, drop off and start going downwards, then you just send him free agency and you draft another running back. But I think he might have screwed himself there, boys, because, 1, he could have got more money. 2, he's going to be at that awkward age of 27 when he's looking for a next contract, and no one's going to want to give him a 3-year deal then.
Unless you're the King Henry.
Yeah, but he's a unicorn. Other news. Where are you ranking him in NFL running backs turn?
2.
Is he number 2? You like not
Who's
fantasy, just in
Jimmy.
general.
So if you were to start a team tomorrow, you're picking Bijan Robinson, not Jameer Gibbs.
No, you meant the other way around.
That's biased because I just love Jameer. Probably is Bijan, to be honest.
Come full circle there. A couple of old boys have been signed. Jadeveon Clowney signed with the Texans because that defense needed to get better. For fuck's sake.
Jamo, we just hold on the Jadeveon Clowney news. Did you see what Jadeveon Clowney did? So he went and visited 3 teams. Can you if you got to pick out of these 3 teams, which ones would you pick? Okay. The Houston Texans, which he owns a house in Houston, was drafted there as number 1 overall. The Cleveland Browns or the Seattle Seahawks. So, yes, he could go to Seattle. He's never been to Seattle, though. He literally went to Cleveland to just drive his price up. I'm listening to Cleveland podcasting like, oh, yeah, we're a chance to get... As if who is coming to Cleveland when the 2 options are the reigning Super Bowl champions or Houston, where you were drafted, you have a house.
Not to mention, he's been to Cleveland and he knows what the basket case at Cleveland's like.
He hates Andrew Berry. Oh, my God.
Yeah, maybe he just want to go there on a holiday and thought I may as well just see what they're offering, check out the new facility.
You don't go to Cleveland for a holiday. To all my Cleveland fans, I love you. It's a great city. We'll be back. I
didn't mind it.
If I could pick, it wouldn't be in my top.
No.
While we're doing tops, where's Cleveland on you? Next question.
Lions have signed another old linebacker, Devin White.
Do you know I think he was top 3 in total tackles last year for the.
I was going to say, I think it's a great signing.
Yeah,
I think he's washed, but like depth, why not?
Well, that's exactly the point. Depth on the defensive side.
Yeah, I think they needed something at that linebacker position. He's still only 28, so he's got a bit left in the tank. But once again, it's another one of those positions they can drop off really quickly at linebacker.
It's the biggest thing that the Lions need is defensive depth. Like, their offense is going to put up points no matter what. Like, there's that much firepower there. So it's going to come to how much their defense can keep them in games, I personally think.
And they've got a good defense. But you're right. They're just lacking a little bit of depth in certain positions. And linebacker is definitely one of them. So I think this is a good sign. Adds a bit of leadership in there. Like, he's a guy I'd be stoked if the Colts signed him. Like, take him every day of the week. Whether he plays half the amount of snaps or he plays them all, you just know that, like, you've got a guy that can be a top 15 linebacker when he's at his best.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't hurt. The other one is Ricky Pearsall doing his ACL and Deebo Samuel signing. Deebo returns to the Niners. He'll be at the G September 11. Thoughts?
Thoughts go out to Ricky Pearsall because he can't catch a break. Thought he was a big candidate to break out last year when the Niners were lacking the depth in the wide receiver room with everything that happened with Brandon Ayuk as well. Yeah, that one sucks. A big setback for him in his career. I think he's 26 years old, turning 26 this year. Could be wrong on that one, but yeah, makes it a bit tough for him. Deebo is definitely not the answer, for fuck's sake. Shocking signing.
I disagree with the shock and sign part. Like, I don't think it affects you at all. Like, he's what? Like, he's not Deebo 4 years ago that won me a fantasy chip, but he's better than 85% of the people on the free agency heap.
He's also not going there to be the one guy like he once was either.
Yeah.
Like, he's a depth piece, really.
Behind.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. Depth piece is all it really is. I don't think he'll have more than 500 yards this year, but yeah, nice seeing him going back to his original colours though.
See him at the G.
Yeah.
Anything else, Jamo?
No, that's it, I believe, boys, for Across the End Zone this week.
Well, it's fucking football season.
We're
This
back.
Friday, so
Mm.
tomorrow, as the release of the podcast, we are having a game of American football. What this whole brand, everything is about, is happening Friday. The Hall of Fame game, boys, a few things about the Hall of Fame game. It means nothing.
So that's the first thing that come to my mind.
It won't be any real football. There'll be maybe 3 players in the whole game that actually will make a roster. It's irrelevant. No one cares. Everything like that. But football's back on our televisions, which we love.
Yeah, we've got the Cardinals versus the Panthers at 10 a.m. on Friday. So tomorrow, as the release of podcast, I think you probably hit the nail on the head there. We'll see 3 players that might play a snap throughout the whole year. But hey, there's blokes out there in helmets and pads running at each other. So fuck it. What else would you rather be doing at 10 a.m. on a Friday?
Carson Beck
was
will
about
be
to
the
say.
one to watch. Like, he's starting for the Arizona Cardinals. We had a real pop yesterday, I think, Jamo, about Carson Beck turning a few heads at Cardinals camp recently. And I know Jacoby Brissett had a good... I love Jacoby. Was really good at the Browns when he was quarterback, but...
Good at the Colts too, just quietly.
If I'm a Cardinals fan, I'm cross.
I hope Carson Beck's him. And if Carson Beck isn't him, then we're picking with the first pick next year because they will suck.
I did see a couple of highlights coming out of Zona, and one of them was Jacoby throwing back-to-back picks, but you can overanalyze training camp as much as you want. The other one was their whole offensive line just repeatedly getting blown up. So this has got me a little worried, boys. I've got first pick in my rookie draft for my fantasy league, and Jeremiah is obviously the obvious pick, but I'm a little bit scared what's going to happen, him playing behind this offensive line, because we saw what happened with Ashton Genty last year. Everyone was predicting him to be a top 5 running back in the fantasy world. I think Love's going to have even more trouble than what he had last year.
As a Ashton Genty owner last year, he was obviously in a bad situation, but he actually had a very solid rookie year, especially towards the back half of the year got it going, whereas I think that Jeremiah Love's in an even worse situation than what Genty was last year.
I just want to point the fact, Jamie must have had the first overall pick. That means he sucked at fantasy last year. Shot. But
I was tanking, but yeah.
You have to pick Jeremiah Love. I don't care if it's a dynasty. You just got to take him.
It's dynasty, yeah.
He's clearly might not be this year, but he's going to be the focal point of the Arizona offense. He has more guaranteed money than Bijan Robinson as well. There's another one that's why the Bijan contract is just bizarre. But you're taking him. If you want to look at a few other, Jamie, I've got my Browns hat on. Denzel Boston is blowing up the Browns training camp. And so is KC Concepcion. KC is shifty, super duper star, and apparently Denzel Boston just cannot be guarded. He's just too fucking big.
The one thing that I don't like at this time of year with training camp is the Browns just look fucking unbelievable, but we're going to suck.
We'll finish our preseason preview with this, but Jamo, I've been listening to a lot of Browns. So one day Deshaun Watson is against the ones. The next day is Shedeur Sanders. I don't know why Deshaun Watson, because he tries to throw no looks. You can't even throw a fucking touchdown when you're looking at the fucking prick. Stop trying to throw no lookers. But
if he was looking at the massage, they're pretty much bosoms, he'd be right.
They're pretty much saying the Cleveland Browns' one defense is still going to be really good. I think it was the best league last year. So whenever one of our quarterbacks goes against them, they suck. But when they go against the twos, light it up. And Denzel Boston has been playing in between both, but whenever he's in the twos, it's just like a man against boys.
What is the wide receiver depth at the Browns? Who's 1, 2, 3?
Jerry Jeudy, Denzel Boston, KC Concepcion.
Isaiah Bond.
Cedric
Bondy?
Tillman.
Who
Actually
plays
got Browns actually have weapons for once in my whole life.
I really like Isaiah Bond too. He just hasn't really had an
Fast.
opportunity.
Really, really fast.
Just fuck off Jerry Judy already. He sucks.
Oh, I was listening to the podcast today, and they were watching it live, Cleveland Browns Daily, and they were watching training camp. Like, oh, Jerry Judy, he dropped twice. It was 15 minutes of a podcast where they were watching training camp live, and he's dropped 2. Oh, I can't stand. Gotta go.
Rightio, and the Panthers they come up against. How do you reckon the Panthers are going to go this year? Obviously had a bit of a playoff run last year. Ted McMillan, I feel like is going to have a big jump into year 2.
Panthers probably had the worst preseason so far. They've had their wide receiver they drafted, Chris Brazzell, go down with a season-long injury. Nick Scoughton, I think is how you pronounce his name, edge rusher, go down. Like, they have not been able to get a trick. They are just been crippled by injuries so far. I'm not a Bryce Young believer. As I've said multiple times on this podcast, I saw him in person. He is short. Very short.
We saw him, didn't he?
You're taller than me.
He came up to our shoulder, Adam.
Like, it was, he was, and not big, like very thin, but Carolina, I'm not a buyer of Carolina.
Be interesting to see. I think they don't go back-to-back playoffs, and I think it's Bryce Young's last year behind under center there.
That's a massive call.
Chop,
clip that up. Clip that up.
All right. Should we do a bit of Ireland?
Yeah.
Forget Love Island. Everyone should watch Intern Island.
All right. This is arguably my biggest call on the Intern Island yet. And it's a big futures call too.
Looking forward to hearing it.
I'd like to preface this and say that there was more research that I wanted to do, but obviously we got caught up with a few things this afternoon.
Busy
in getting lovely sponsors.
Brahini Brothers.
But my big call, my Intern Island, Jamie, this is right up your alley. Not only will Nick Watson be better than Cyril Rioli, Nick Watson will be the best small forward the AFL has ever seen.
Yes, Ted. That's what we like to hear. Finally, someone agrees with me. My laptop's getting a bit elevated. Oh, Ted, I want to come give you a big kiss right now, mate, which is a bit dangerous. How
Where's
good
the
is
logic?
that? So, yeah, give it to me. Come on.
The logic, the number one stat that I have at the moment is that at the same point in time, same amount of games, same age, Watson has had more, he's kicked more goals and he's had more impact on the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
The things that Cyril's career was built on, for the first thing of all, Cyril's career wasn't actually that long.
No, retired
he
at
had a very
28.
short career.
Ripped my heart out of my chest.
And the thing with that is that at the moment with modern AFL, like look at Pendlebury, for example, the training, physio, management of players is only going to get better. There's no way it's going to make a backward step. So if Watson wants to, he will play for twice as long as Cyril. Jamie, you're probably the man to ask. How long was Cyril's career in the end?
He retired at 28.
Yeah, exactly.
10
so
years.
there's no way that Watson, if unless he doesn't want to, Watson plays till he's 34, 35. So
Easy.
he'll beat him in total goals. Obviously, Cyril's resume is unbelievable with the amount of flags, Norm Smith, like not taking away from how good Cyril was. Watson, I think, has more, he finds more of the footy, has more of an impact on a game. Watson and Cyril, the one thing that they do have so much in common on is that X factor. Like, you need someone to go and get your 6, kick it in their direction. Like, how many times did Cyril just find the ball and kick goals that no one else could? There's a lot of similarities in Nick Watson. I think the biggest thing is just Watson's longevity and how long he can potentially play for. Obviously, he's got so much to achieve still, but early on, I think he's going to clearly be the best small forward the game's ever seen.
a quick stat for you. Cyril kicked 275 goals and played 189 games. He was also incredibly hampered by injury throughout his whole career. But when he did put it together, he did win games off his own boot. So I think no one will ever beat the Cyril X factor. But in terms of impact and a better player, Nick Watson is an absolute star. He kicked 5 on the weekend for fun, and we don't beat North Melbourne if he doesn't kick 5.
Well, I was about to say, you say that wins more games off his own boot. Arguably, Watson won that game off his own boot on the weekend.
You can make that argument easily just because of his pure impact across the whole game and consistent impact. Goes into the midfield. When he goes into there, our midfield just looks completely different. The only problem is when you put him in the midfield is you don't have him up forward, which means he's a fucking good player. I think this could be a little bit biased and a little bit rogue, but I think he's going to win a Coleman one day.
Well, I was just about to say, he's how many goals off the Coleman at the moment?
Not fucking, he'd be second, isn't he?
Exactly right. Like,
Is he second in the Coleman?
Second in the
he's-
Coleman.
Let me fact check that.
I was about to say, fact check that, but
I'm pretty sure he's second.
That is insane. Firstly, the
Let me
20
just-
whatever
sorry.
year draft it was, Hawthorn had to pick 5.
Harley
Dersma.
McCurdy.
Dersma?
Harley, Dersma, McKercher, then
Watson.
Dogs had 5 or 6 and picked Sanders. And I was praying like hell that you would pick Sanders. We got Watson. And it's not because I hate Sanders. Sanders is a nice player, but he's just another midfielder. Wizard is a superstar.
Yep.
Do you know he's saying he turns games and wins them off his own boot? He also loses them off his own boot. How'd he go in the second half against the Dogs, Jamo?
Oh, fucking spare me. That is...
When he come off at half time with a puffed chest and said, I'm going to be here all day.
Yeah.
And then Michael Selwood put him in his back pocket and said, see you later, mate.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, he still kicked 3 goals in that first half, I'm pretty sure, Adam, if we remember
He
correctly.
dominated the first half.
And they lost.
It's a
And
bit
he
hard
lost.
it's a bit hard to go off of that one, but he's sitting third in the Coleman right now. So Curno's out front with 57, Ben King second with 53, Nick Watson 52. How crazy is this? Next year,
So how many behind is he, did you say?
he's 5 behind Curno, so it's a big ask in 3 games.
No,
but-
well, Hawthorn also played the Birds last round.
yeah,
10.
good kick. He could have 10. He's got a 10 in him. I can promise you.
And the other thing too, all the new, like the rumours that come out of the Hawthorn camp was if Hawthorn had pick 1, they would have went Watson over Harley Reid. That's how strong they believed in him, backed him in. And as much as I love Harley, at this stage, Watson looks like the pick of that draft.
I'll take Harley, but yeah.
Oh,
he's
it's a tough one because Harley they're both generational.
So even McKercher's a star too. But you'd still take Watson before McKercher, but McKercher's going to be a gun.
Oh, I think it's Reid, Watson, and then a paddock, and then Colby leading the top of the paddock. I think there's a big gap in between McKercher and Watson.
I feel bad for McKercher just playing for North Melbourne.
Oh, but look, Adam, he's shown a lot of reasons
Harley
why.
plays for fucking West Coast.
Yeah. And I think that's probably the one thing holding Reid back. If he was on any other team, not any other team, I shouldn't say that, but if he was on a top 8 team, I think we'd get it. He gets the same amount of attention as like a Zach Butters gets every week and like still putting up good numbers this year. So I think Reid is underrated, to be honest, across the league.
Yeah, I agree, but
Huge call. That's what the island's all about. The
Mm.
Wizard is clearly a star. You're not going to get any arguments from us because, well, as we said, Jamo's jocks are.
well and truly a wreck.
But yeah, no, he's a gun. We guessing or multiing or whatever you try and call it.
Garts Guesswork / Murph's multi, whatever you want to call it. Just giving you the odds, your dad.
Guarantee you gamble responsibly.
No, don't gamble at all. Not on that shit.
Before you get into it, something just was missing from the start of the show tonight. So what do we just stop, like, singing all of a sudden?
Well, see, Adam, we were going to do, like we normally do the song of Wednesday night, but you and me were out just bumping shoulders with new sponsors. So we didn't really get to shut up, Brady Brothers.
Yeah, I was a bit crook as well to come down to Ballarat this week. So can we have a week off? Is that all right? Do we get that?
Okay,
Nah,
I've got something.
Double
I've got
or
something.
nothing.
Hey, I've got something.
Go on.
So we're going to have a live event very soon. If you're listening to the program, stay tuned. If you guys need to do a live song in person at said venue, which we will announce very soon, if you get this week's multi wrong.
No, I don't care. I'll do that. I play at venues all the time, mate.
Turn does that for free. And I saw the lady that helped you out in the last one, Turn. She jumped up there and did a song with you, and she's going to do a hell of a lot better than what I could produce. So this is a real pick on Jamie segment, but it doesn't matter because this week's getting up. Let's get into it. First
So we got a deal.
Well, it's not going to get up, Adam. Oh, sorry, fuck.
Oh, boy.
Um,
Do you know what would be perfect? Is if my multi got up and his didn't and he had to do it solo.
We'd be able to bump the prices up. Tickets to admission, they will be free. Don't worry, they will be free.
no,
But we
show
might
up
have to pay you to listen to Jamie sing.
My God.
to take out a fucking loan to get people there. Rightio, first leg. I've got Brisbane Lions versus Hawthorn. The battle of the relationship, as they're calling it across the podcast. But yeah, you're probably a bit alarmed and a bit worried about what I'm going to do here. But I'm just backing
Brisbane.
in Will Ashcroft to have 30 disposals. Done it 6 weeks in a row. He's going to do it up at the Gabba. He'll do it against the Hawks, but the Hawks will win. But we're not going to put that in the multi this week.
I really thought you were going to go Brisbane to
I
win.
thought he was going to have the Hawks.
No, I thought he was going to go Brisbane and try and reverse jinx the like the Garts' Guesswork curse.
It did cross my mind, Adam. Then I remembered I'm an absolute gun gambler. I'm only $50 in the red. So, break even. I'm dead even at the moment. So yeah, if I pick Brisbane, Brisbane will win. But if I pick Hawthorn, Hawthorn's going to win. But might lose a relationship if I pick Hawthorn to win and Brisbane lose. So we're going to go
in Europe, mate. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. Podcasts travel worldwide these days. Will Ashcroft, 30 disposals up the Gabba. No dramas. On to my second leg, Melbourne Demons versus Freo Dockers. Big danger game, I reckon, for the Freo playing at the MCG. I reckon Melbourne are going to knock them off. But we're going with Jake Bowie, the knife, to have 25 disposals. $1.90 just quietly. He's been doing that his last 4, so he'll have no dramas doing that at the G again. And into my last leg, St Kilda, who are playing Carlton. Massive matchup just quietly. Massive game. Basically playing to get into finals for this game. And I'm backing the best player on the ground to have 30, and that's Nasiah Wangani Malira for 30 disposals at $1.50. So whack all that together. $6 odds, boys. $6 odds. Not bad.
Gamble responsibly. I don't
not
gamble
bad
at
for
all, but hey.
Don't
Thoughts? Press?
The 3 legs, easy to consume.
Yeah, disposal getters. Don't mind that at all.
All good players?
I think that Will Ashcroft probably has to get a bit of attention from someone at Hawthorn, I think, Jamie.
Nah, we haven't been sending players to, like, we don't tag at all. We sort of just been backing in our midfield, and I think we're going to try expose Brisbane's lack of defense in the middle. They've been they've been running one way of a lot this year. That's how they got done on the weekend. So I think we're just going to back them in head to head. They've got a better midfield, but I think, you won't see Will Ashcroft getting any major attention.
Very good. Well, my turn this week to bounce back because I went 0 from 3 last week.
After going 0 from 5 the week before. So you are 0 from 8, your last. That is
Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means?
He's fucking due.
Some say
He's Stewie Jew.
Others would say, as I don't gamble, that's why I don't gamble.
Yeah, until this week. So I've just gone head-to-heads again because it's been going so well for me.
Yeah. And you put in 8 seconds.
Yeah, I made it together in about 8 seconds because, again, as previously mentioned, didn't have rubbing shoulders with new sponsors. Thanks to Brahini Brothers. Jamie, I've gone to Hawthorn Brisbane myself,
Oh,
but I've gone the match itself.
oh no.
And I'm going with the underdogs, Hawthorn at $2.15. I'm backing the Hawks in to go up to the Gabba and get the job done.
Disagree, but that's okay.
Turn, I will
Fair-
give you that $50 after this podcast because it's been very Hawthorn related from you tonight, and I didn't think I could like you more as a bloke, mate. but
I
you
was
just
about to
give me
say,
that every
fair
day.
enough. Give me that $50 because I needed to put it on this multi. Then another underdog matchup, like Jamie's already said, me and Adam talked about pre-pod. I've got Melbourne to beat Freo on Saturday.
And I don't want to give him another plug, but James Brahini, big D's fan.
Yeah,
Brahini
100%.
brothers.
So I just think that the hardest part for Freo is they've had, as Adam talks about frequently, they've had a relatively soft run, we'll call it. And they haven't played.
They haven't beaten anyone in Melbourne.
They haven't met anyone in Melbourne. So
Melbourne don't lose in Melbourne.
they're going to come in, and Melbourne are playing at Melbourne. There'll be a packed house. It'll be a massive game, massive finals-like atmosphere. And
There
really,
might be 33,000 there.
yeah, well, but anyway.
Finals, like, the Melbourne fans, even when they're going good, don't really.
Oh, fair weather
Fremantle-
supporters.
Sorry, let me rephrase.
Sorry,
It
James.
should be a finals-like atmosphere.
There'll be. Jamo, what is your guess for the Melbourne Freo game?
29. If
I'm
it's
going
raining,
33.
23.
Set that 110. Sure, you can fucking go to that if you're a Melbourne fan.
33,000, I reckon.
No, they're the
Let us
biggest
know.
fair weather supporters going around. They're going all right this year. That's what's even sadder. Poor Maxie.
But then my last league, 3 leagues for me as well, I've gone Sydney to beat Port Adelaide. I think Sydney are coming good at the right time of the year, starting to play some very good football. Errol is so back.
Mm.
Put that together, gamble responsibly, you'll get $6.50 odds, and we'll see what happens. But if that doesn't get up, don't come for me too hard because, as previously mentioned, didn't have a hell of a lot of time to put this one together.
I've got a question. Adam, do I have your permission with the Outback to End Zone kitty, which isn't that full because which
be
isn't that
red.
full at the
I was
moment?
going to say there's no money in
Yeah.
the kitty, but
So more
Yeah.
money.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to deposit for this one if you want. If you slap both Garts Guarantee and Murph's multi together this week, you get $39 odds. I've got a good feeling this week, Tim. We're going a bang, a bang.
you reckon come Monday we'll be going, must be the money!
Show me the money.
What is
Money, 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 money.
$39 times 50?
Use your calculator there, Jamie.
Yeah, we've got him up. I had to work it out. Had to use my calculator. $2,000, 1950. Ho, ho, ho. There you go. There's a plane ticket to the US.
Well, I was about to say that gets us over to the US for the Super Bowl, but don't
One
quite
of
get
us,
us in the
yeah.
door.
Yeah, that's a good start though, Turn. You got to be there. You can make magic happen. We saw Adam do it last year. We might have to go busking on the streets over there though.
You just got to bump shoulders with the right people, don't you?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's it. I like
What's the
that.
rest of the week look like, man?
We play Warborough. Have you seen the weather forecast?
Yep, 10 to 20 mil. It's going to be yucky.
Oh, fuck.
I might have a sore hamstring. My throat's getting worse or something.
Yeah, I think I might be sick as well. That's a shocker. Warborough is, for anyone that doesn't know Warborough,
The coldest place in Australia.
Oh, Gordon's
yeah.
No, Warborough. There's no cover at Warborough.
Yeah,
The
it is a
wind
wind
just goes
farm.
through ya.
You know those big wind farms? For anyone that doesn't know
Yeah.
Warborough, they've literally got those wind farms surround the joint, like, because it's a good spot for wind.
They farm the wind there.
Yeah.
They do. That's what they farm.
Yeah.
And when it's 10 to 20 mils and windy, well,
Mm.
even if it's not windy, it's windy there.
It'll be a
fuck,
spectacle.
It'll be cold.
Yeah, you could sail a boat in there, I reckon. Jesus Christ.
Who you got?
We've got Carnum at home now. Oval's really starting to turn with this weather, so it'll be another slot fest, another shit fight. Turney's carrying a bit of a shoulder
Complaint.
complaint at the moment, but it's nothing that we won't fight through.
Those
Yeah.
10 beers you had tonight,
Well, the worst part about this whole, though I shouldn't say the worst part because it's a brilliant thing that we've got a new sponsor on board, but the Turn was planning on having the weekend off the grog alone, and when you've had half a dozen of Wednesday night. It throws that out the window pretty quick.
It's a good thing.
But it's a thing of beauty, we say.
It's a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty.
There's one thing I've known about you, Turn, is you never back down from a tin of piss, mate. You always bounce back up.
It's you will find that out of our friend Aid. That is
Yeah,
for
two
sure.
things to Turn. He loves a cock off and he loves a beer.
Right,
On that note, it's 10:16 p.m. and there's 3 blokes that need to go to bed.
last
fork in it.
thing, stick, as we said Monday night, I'm going to say it every week now because I just love it. Please share this to someone. Buy a slab of Brahini, bros, whether it is the Wild Dog Pale Ale, whether it's a Ballarat Bitter, whether it's a Royal Lager. Get amongst them, support Australian, love it. But more importantly, continue to share the podcast. We're trying to continue to grow it. There's going to be some live stuff coming up. We're going to be doing stuff in pubs, Ballarat, Melbourne. It is happening. Make sure you're sticking around. We want to continue to grow the community, get people involved and do it together because that is what Outback to End Zone is all about. So check the calendars. We'll give you the dates. Write them in. Join us.
Help me kick off my singing career.
You can come after Jamo sings.
Might have to be the opening act. Tell everyone it starts at 7. I'll start singing at 6:50.
Very good, gents. We'll see you around like a whistle.
See you, Rissel.
Serious.